Hi, my name is Igor Tadic from Croatia, or on GitHub I am the coder Euler, and in this video I'm going to present my project, my final project for CS50. I have named my application ParKing, and it is basically a Flask application responsible for keeping track of cars entering the parking lots at malls and enterprise garages, stuff like that basically. So on the home page, on the index page, we see all the parking spots that we are managing in this particular garage. Um, and we see some statistics, basic statistics like the number of occupied parking spaces and the number of non-occupied parking spaces. So if you want to add a new parking space to our system, we just choose what the floor, on which floor the parking space is located at, and the section. So parking garages are usually divided into sections like A, B, C, D, E, and so on. So let's see which ones are not already taken. So I see that the 4.3 is not occupied at all, and we're going to put it in the section A. And we submit it, and now we see. So on the parking lot, the parking spot on the with the ID 9, 4.3, and section A is added to the system and is currently not occupied, which is represented by this Boolean value false. And again, now if we want to occupy this space, we go to the record parking, and then we choose which parking space we are going to um, set to be occupied. So we choose the parking spaces by ID, and then we choose the registration, the car register of the vehicle that is going to be parked at the chosen spot. So I'm going to choose something very unique, and then this is the brand of the car. It is less important, but still, if you want to, let's choose Jeep, and the model of a vehicle. Again, not very important, but let's choose Jeep. Jeep model. We have the time of arrival. I've chosen the I have made it so it's possible to do this manually, but it's not necessary. If you go to submit, we see that the parking space with the ID 9 at the floor 3 and section A has been occupied, is currently being occupied. If we go to the vehicles parked, we can notice now that the Jeep um, is currently parked at the parking spot with the ID 9. And like I have said, you can choose to manually put the time of arrival into the system in case, I don't know, as redundancy basically, but I have made it so that the current time mm, of so once you submit the information to the database, you're basically getting the latest time um, when the data has been published or recorded into the database. We have the section called billing here, and basically once the car or vehicle leaves the parking garage, it gets a bill which needs to be paid. And then in this section we can go ahead and pay. So we have some old bills here. So this is for a car with ID 1, and it's for a parking space with ID 1. And basically this was the first bill ever produced. If you go ahead here where it says party and click on party, it will be paid. So it says yeah, Pachino means is paid, and it is true. So this is actually nothing to do here. If you go back to the vehicles parked, and Odiavi means sign off, like leave the parking lot, more parking garage. So I'm going to click here, and we see now. So the parking space with ID 9 on the floor 3 section A is occupied, is not occupied, it's false. Again, we go to the billing now, and we see yeah, channel, it means is paid for the a car with the ID 4, parking spot 9 is full, so it is not paid. And we see the time of sign in and sign out of the database or the system. If I go to party or pay, we can see that now the website has been refreshed and the bill has been paid. So that's it. It's pretty simple, but I think it's actually very intuitive, and yeah, it's very useful. And that's about it.